Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited because I've gotten my Boredom Buster bag home and I want to show you something that I can do with the pottery piece that's in it. So in this one, I have a little frog, and the way I am going to create green, because your kit comes with red, blue, and yellow, you can make green. And you mix yellow and blue together to make green. Now I want to let you know that yellow tends to be a bit of a weaker color. It's a little bit later on the value scale. So I'm gonna bring my blue into my yellow to create that green, because if I took my yellow into the blue, I might not have enough yellow to make green because blue is so strong. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of blue and add it in here to my yellow until I get the green that I want. It doesn't take much blue to make green with a lot of yellow. Let's see, that's a bit of a light green there, and I think I'm gonna start with that because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my sponge. So in your kit, you should find a sponge, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to wet it. So I'm going to get my sponge nice and wet, and I'm going to dip it in my green paint, and I'm going to sponge my piece of pottery. I'm gonna bring a little bit of that blue into that yellow to make green, but this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit more blue, creating like a more bluer green. So with my sponge, I'm going to dip it in the green again. And to give my frog some texture, or your pottery piece some texture, I'm going to sponge another layer of green. If I want to make a lighter version of green, I'm going to take a little bit of my white, put it right there. And I'm going to pull some of this green into my white. Dip my sponge in and sponge maybe that light green on my pottery piece, on this frog. Oop. If I want a darker version of my green, I'm going to take a tiny bit of black, the tiniest little bit of black, because a little bit of this black goes a long, long way. And I'm going to take some of my green over to my black, but I'm going to take just a little, even less black, and kind of bring that over into the green. Dip my sponge in, and I'm just going to sponge this just a little bit, just to give it another layer of texture. Now once I'm done sponging, I can go in and paint in the details.